when all else fails, what will they do next to try and push the vaccine on us or our children? Well, there's actually a new story here that basically is talking about this mother that has her son in school, and her child was basically tricked, and it's all a bit cover up to get them to take the vaccine, and they wound up doing so. She had no idea about what was going on. This is the next step for them. They're already doing this as we speak right now. Before I get into this story, just a quick reminder to like this video and to subscribe to the channel as well, as it does help me out. So let's go ahead and get into this story. So this is a California mother. Of course, this is in California. And she is claiming that her 13-year-old son was told not to say anything after being given the COVID-19 vaccine in exchange for pizza at a school without her consent at all. So she has no idea about any of this. And they're basically trying to bribe kids at schools with snacks. In this case, it was pizza, but apparently there's other stuff too, to try and get them to take the vaccine without the parents' consent whatsoever. So she said it hurt to know he got a shot without my permission, without knowing, without signing any papers for him to get the shot. And then she said she is vaccinated and she isn't anti-vax. So the point is that this isn't like it's coming from some person that is specifically anti-vax, but it should be an issue for anybody and everybody, Democrats alike, or anybody that's even fine with this vaccine. There is a problem when you start to look at the way that they are trying to get people to do it, especially with children, by basically tricking them, by bribing them, by giving them some ridiculous incentive to do so, and then not even bothering to tell the parents about what's actually going on. That's absolutely unacceptable that these schools are doing this. So they told him, according to the mother, when she, I guess, spoke to her son about this, they told him, please don't say anything. I don't want to get in trouble. So this whole situation is where they're trying to cover all of this up. This is in the Los Angeles Unified School District, which apparently saw an enrollment drop by more than 27,000 or 6% over the last year, probably because of the vaccine mandates. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Here's the weird part, though. The district told the station that while it can't comment on student matters, it does follow a Safe Schools to Safe Steps incentive program. This whole idea here is a cover-up. I mean, listen to the name of this: Safe Schools to Safe Steps incentive program. It sounds like some hunky-dory kind of thing where everybody's okay and happy about things. We're just gonna, we're all about making everything safe for everyone, of course, right? That's the whole point. But it says that it meant to ensure measures are set for vaccine students to get prizes. So in other words, they are literally trying to bribe students into getting this vaccine. They're trying to do this on purpose. That is the exact goal that they have right now, is to make sure that all of the students, no matter what you're doing, are vaccinated against the parents' will. Doesn't matter what you think about it or what the child thinks about it. Here's where the problem lies. Besides, of course, this being a massive overstep and overreach in the sense of what the school is supposed to be doing, because that's absolutely obvious. Think about it like this. Tylenol. If the school wants to give a child Tylenol or any kind of headache medication or sinus medication or any kind of medication, they have to have the parent sign a consent form for that to happen. Think about that. That's the way it's always been, because you never know. The parents might know of maybe some allergies, or maybe they just don't want their kid to have certain types of medication. You name it. That's the way that it's always been done with other medications. All of a sudden, it's the vaccine, and nobody says anything to the parents. They didn't need to sign anything. This is really something that it should be scaring everybody. And matter of fact, this is something that you have to be teaching your kids. If somebody comes along and says, hey, I've got some candy for you, look, don't take that bait, right? These kids need to know that. It doesn't matter whether it's pizza or something really nice. The people that are trying to do this are doing this to trick you into doing something. It's a bribe. It's to get you into something. You shouldn't be accepting things where you have somebody offering you a treat in return for a vaccine or something else like that. It's just common sense not to do that at all. But this is not shocking to me, because we've seen where this is going. Alex Jones has been calling this for the longest period of time. If anything, this proves absolutely, unequivocally, that he has absolutely been correct about all of this, because this is the problem that's going on in the United States. He claimed and was correct about saying that it was going to be all of these different vaccines forever. He said that it was going to be never ending, and then you knew that they were going to be forcing it on children. That's where they've always have gone with this, with everything, with the woke ideology. They're always targeting the children. That's what they're doing. So for me, this is not a surprise. It's ridiculous to see this, of course. I hope we don't see any more of it, but this is an entire district that's doing this. Like I said, this is literally a program they have set up called Safe Schools to Safe Steps Incentive Program. So that's what this is designed to do, is to incentivize, to reward or give a prize to students that get the vaccine. And we're going to pretend as if there's no manipulation going on in that process. This is evil. You shouldn't be doing this stuff to these kids. And worst case scenario, they should be talking to the parents. They shouldn't be withholding this information from them like that. So be aware of what's going on in these school districts, because it could be going on at the one you're at right now and disguised under this program that sounds perfectly fine, right? But in reality, it's a forced vaccine program, or an incentivized or a bribed setup kind of a vaccine incentivization type of situation. So just keeping you updated on that. But with that being said, that's all I have for you on this particular story, and I will see you on the next one.